Don't make these 8 testimonial video mistakes. Today, I'm going to show you what not to do when making your testimonial video to ensure you have testimonial success. At Spiel, we have years of experience creating testimonial videos. The same problems come up time and time again, but they're easily avoided if you know what to look for. But first, make sure you like, share and subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with the latest in video marketing, and don't forget to comment with a yes if you're considering a testimonial video. Testimonials are often overlooked as being as simple as getting a customer to reel off a recommendation they wrote, or just getting someone to say how much they like you. In fact, testimonials can be the difference between someone buying your product or not buying it. Here's what not to do. Making it all about you. Not everything is about you, okay? Especially not testimonials. If your testimonial just talks about what a great company you are, rather than the company of the interviewee and how your product has benefited them, it won't be convincing or relatable. Instead, get your interviewee to talk about the impact of your product on their business and their life. This will allow the viewer to relate to them and think about how it might affect their life. Scripting every word. Be careful not to have your interviewee sound like they're reeling off a script. Try to make it conversational. You can do this by A, making a list of leading questions that shape what you want your interviewee to talk about, but which won't dictate it. B, sending them a list of what you want to cover in advance, which allows them to think and talk naturally on the day, or come up with a script of their own words that feels natural to read. C, cut regularly. Offering your interviewee regular breaks when shooting will allow them to feel more relaxed and not forget what they want to say. Going on too long. You don't need to go into vast detail about every stage of the product. Get to the point and keep it snappy. Get your interviewee to be concise about who they are, what their problem was before your product, how your product overcame that problem, and how they now feel about your product or company. A lot of testimonial videos are between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. This is likely because video engagement doesn't tend to drop out until after 2 minutes, meaning that the likelihood of keeping your audience engaged for the first 2 minutes is a lot higher. If this means going on longer but getting the right information in, then you can make that call. Bonus tip. As with all of your videos, make sure you apply the nose, body, tail framework to keep engagement from dropping off. The video for this is on our channel. Talking about features instead of benefits. Get your interviewee to focus on benefits over features. By talking about improvements and solutions, you're reassuring your viewer of the results of your product. If one particular feature is very unique, or the reason that your interviewee chose your product, then by all means talk about it. But even here, get them to talk about how that feature improved or changed their life for the better. Making it too complicated. The testimonial needs to be accessible. If you start explaining complicated features of your product or complicated features of your interviewee's business or life, you could bore viewers or make them disconnect from how your product could help them. Again, by focusing on the solution rather than the process, you're showing viewers that your product gets results. Too much FaceTime. Most testimonial videos will be straight to camera, with your interviewee talking either straight to the camera or to someone to the side of the camera. However, this can be samey after a while, and you risk losing viewers who get weary of the same visuals. Make sure you have other environments and shots to break up the video and keep it visually stimulating. This leads us to our next point: no context. Make sure you show their business and their life. If they just say, "The product is great," without any information about their own specific experience of it, it won't be very believable. Make sure you include shots of your interviewee's life or business outside of the interview. What does their day-to-day life look like? Even better, can we see them using your product in it? You can do this by having shots in their office or business, having shots of you and them working together. If they are a business themselves, show the impact on their customers of your product. All of these details help to flesh out the story behind the story, which is vital for engaging viewers. Which brings us to mistake number 8, no story. As with all of your video content, you should consider story. Remember, normal, explosion, new normal as a structure. The interviewee talks about their life or business before your product, normal. Have them talk about encountering your product. This can include overcoming hesitations about using it and their first experience of it, i.e. how easy it was to use, explosion. They talk about the positive changes to their life or business since using your product, new normal. This sees the interviewee going on a journey which is more relatable, entertaining, emotional, and therefore more convincing to viewers. Bonus tip. As testimonials are about creating trust, not explaining your product's features or the ins and outs of your business, having customers talk about their initial hesitations is great. By discussing how your product overcame those hesitations, they are reassuring your viewer that you're worth investing in. Homework. Do some research on testimonial videos. Look at similar businesses to yours and find out what theirs are like and what you can do better. Find examples of testimonial videos that you find convincing and make a list of why they engage you. Use this to apply to your own testimonial videos. Don't hesitate to get in touch with us here at Spiel if you want more help with creating a testimonial video. You can request a free consultation on our website, www.spielcreative.com. Like, share and subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with the latest in video marketing, and in the comments, don't forget to comment with a yes if you're considering a testimonial video. Thanks for listening.